Hello. How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. We are back to do more updates about Mahogany Jackson. If you guys did not know, she was killed recently by her best friends, and people do believe that her ex-girlfriend, which name is Blue, set her up. I have a video that I have never showed on this channel, and I would like to share with everybody here, and you can hear them clearly talk about Blue. You can clearly hear Ariana and Mahogany discuss Blue in a clear manner. I also have video footage of Mahogany and Tasia dancing, enjoying life just like best friends do. So it is hurtful. You guys know Mahogany Jackson, she is a mom. This is a whole mother here. Her child is 3 years, I believe, 3 years old. And Mahogany mom, all she can say is, what do I tell my granddaughter? What do I tell my granddaughter? She's asking about her mom. Where's mommy at? What does she say? What does she explain? The family is grieving, but they have a lot of strength. And the reason why I said the last time I seen their family on the news, they were just so happy and they were so proud of Mahogany because she fought back. You say, well, what do you mean she fought back? Because we have heard so many of tragic tales. We heard that she got shot in the back. She was handcuffed. She was spit on. She was stumped out by big men. I'm talking about huge men, men that are 6 foot 5 inches, over 200 pounds, wearing 15-foot shoe. Okay? Repeatedly hit in the head by bricks. And through it all, I don't know the time scale, but she did not just give up. She reached out for help. She called and texted her mom for help. That takes a lot of strength. A lot of people wouldn't have the strength to even think about calling somebody on the cell phone, fearing that once they get on that phone, or fearing once they get caught texting on the phone, that they're going to be taken out of here. They're going to get killed. And that is the reason that her best friends are saying they killed her. They are saying that because she did reach out to her mom and she was pleading to help and she was telling her mom to call the police, and they are saying that is why they killed her. I don't believe that one bit. I feel like they had it in their heart that they were going to kill her that night, and they were going to kill her no matter what. It was so many people here. Daily Mail reports 4 men and 4 women. Okay? And a lot of you guys have seen the pictures floating around, but did you know there were others there? Did you know this was a part of a gang member group called My Lord, Yes Lord? I don't know exactly the name. All I know, it has something to do with some Lord, okay? A lot of people feel offended. They feel like this is a mockery to Jesus and Christians, calling yourself lords and my lords, and you're doing evil things like this. A lot of people are very taken back and they are hurting. A lot of people all over the world, they are disgusted when they hear this story, because this story is making the rounds from Daily Mail to New York Post. Everywhere, people are just now realizing what's going on. Mind you, they haven't even seen the videos. The videos, they recorded all eight of them. They recorded them doing horrible things to her. They recorded them handcuffing her. They recorded them essaying her, to the point where I hear they were making her scream the gang member name in the middle of doing this act to her. They were taking, how can I put this? They were taking their pole and stuffing it taking it out and then making her say, "Yes, Lord," on camera. They were stuffing her mouth, then pull it out and making her say, "Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord," on camera. And at the same time, you will have other women there that will go in and take their hands and do horrible things to her while being recorded. Mind you, her face is dripping with red paint. And for YouTube, I can't say everything that I want to say, but you know what I mean with her face is dripping with red paint. Her face is dripping with cries. She's been crying all night. Her eyes are bloodshot red from crying. And I know you saw the pictures of 8 people around, but they tell me it's more. I hear word that it's 30. 30 gang members that was allegedly involved in this. I hear that there is a ringleader. I hear this girl named Blue, which she was intimate with Mahogany. They had intimate conversations. Mahogany trusted Blue because they were more than friends. Some say they were lovers. Now, Blue, she will tell you. She said she didn't do anything with the girl. She didn't mess around with the girl, but I think that's a lie. And I think that everybody knows we cannot trust Blue word because Blue is a liar. Okay? People feel that Blue set this all up. She put this in position, and we cannot forget that Blue knew all of this was going on. Blue said herself, she said, "I told Ariana and I told Mahogany to leave because you knew exactly what was going on and you knew they were not going to listen to you." So a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say. And back to 8 people being photographed, 4 men, 4 women. They tell me it's two others that was there, but we don't have any images of them. I don't have any images of them. It's possible that their images are out here around social media. Okay? The reason why I know, because people say they have seen them, I just have yet to see them. But it's 18-year-olds. Picture that. 2 18-year-olds, one 18 that is disabled. He was filming while he's disabled, a 18-year-old. At this point, I still see an 18-year-old as a child. What are these kids doing with these gang members called My Lord, doing these type of acts? And just the sake for them to call themselves My Lord and doing these evil acts, it's just so disgusting. And they also tell me it's another 18-year-old that's anonymous. They tell me that this 18-year-old that was there was forced to be there by gunpoint. They tell me that one of the older ones that was in the group, his name is Ace. I believe his government name is Francis. He was the one that had the pow to the 18 anonymous head, also forcing him to be there, forcing him to partake. Okay? I hear the 18 anonymous boy, he had text messages between him and Tasia. Him and Tasia were exchanging text messages, and it's been leaked out in a private conversation. And in this text message between him and Tasia goes, "I need you to get rid of the car. I need you to burn the car. There's too much evidence in the car." Her body was in the trunk of the car. Her body was leaking blood in the trunk of a car. Her DNA is all in the car. Burn the car up. Get rid of the car. I also heard that allegedly they sent him to dump the body at the dump site. It's a place that is a dangerous place. It looks so gruesome. And I believe they call it Death Valley. Death Valley, I'm not sure, don't quote me, but it's a dumpster site. It's an illegal or a dumpster site. Nobody's supposed to be there. And they had him to dump the body over there at the dumpster site. I don't know how true it is. This is just something I'm hearing. I also heard that same 18-year-old anonymous male went to the police and confessed everything. That's why they were able to round them up so fast, because of him. However, he did that. People still want him to do some time in jail. He could have stopped it. He could have spoke up. He could have did something. I don't know, but a lot of people feel like he could. He said he could not. He said that he was in fear for his life. He said that they were threatening to take him out here and to do him just like they did Mahogany. And he feared. He felt that they would do exactly to him like they did to Mahogany, which I can understand that. But right after everything, he did reach out and he went to the police, according to some sources. So I do have the phone line open for anybody to call up here. We definitely would love to hear what you guys have to say about this and any other information that you have heard. We want to hear. We are open ears. This is our community, our America, and we have a voice and we must use it, because when I tell you, the evildoers are using their voices and they're using their actions to cause destruction and just tearing down a 20-year-old. To me, she's still a child. I understand that she's grown. She's over the 18, but she haven't even started to begin her life. Now, people also want this to be out about Mahogany Jackson. They say, well, she was a part of the gangbanger lifestyle, that she was a part of setting men up along with her friends, and that's what they did. They did a lot of illegal things. They set a lot of men up, and some people feel like you play by the sword and you die by the sword. However, I have a heart and I just can't bear to be okay with what they did to Mahogany Jackson. I can't be okay with it. I know that we all have our dilemmas. Nobody's perfect, but I would not justify what they did to her, how long they did to her, all those hours. This is wrong. This is wrong on all fronts. I went here to this YouTube channel. It's called The Family TV. They have some video footage I would love to share with you guys and play, so I would love to credit them. I ask you guys to please like this video. Let's bump this conversation into the algorithm, and the only way I can do that is with your help. I can't do it alone. I need you guys to like this video, and I need you guys to engage. Dicey, if you're out there, Dicey, hey, you have been with me through this, through the beginning, and I don't want to do this alone. Cece, if you out there, call in. Jay, if you out there, call in. And anybody else that has some more to say, or you're very passionate about this, or you have a different perspective or the same perspective, and you just want to be an alliance, a voice, call in, okay? So let's go here. I'm looking in the comments section, just saying, I don't know if she did set him up. Okay, hold on. We do have a caller. Calling from 734. You're live on the air. What are your thoughts about this?
Hi, Gigi. Hi, Gigi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going fine. It's my first time ever doing this.
Well, I'm glad you called in. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, let me just start off with the most recent thing we said, because I was listening on my phone and I can't hear the show now. So, with the anonymous 18-year-old handicapped person in a wheelchair, like you said, and I totally agree, I look at an 18-year-old like another kid. And if he was disabled in a wheelchair, I'm just trying to understand, like, where was the parents or his family or people that loved him, where he felt that he had to connect with this group to be out there. I'm not trying to dismiss his behavior or his choices to be with that kind of crowd, But I know you said something about that people feel like he should get capital murder and all that too. Mm, I kind of get that, but if he was a, how can I articulate this?
Got it. Well, hold on. While you're thinking that thought, someone want to know which one was handicapped. Now, reading books, we do not. I don't have a visual on the 18-year-old handicap. Now, mind you, altogether, it was three boys that were 18 years old. One 18-year-old boy, his name is Jeremiah. We know who he is, McDowell. Okay. The other 18-year-old was handicapped, and then the third 18-year-old was the one that went to the police. So there's three. Two, one we have a visual
Oh, so it
on, and
wasn't the
two.
18-year-old that went to the police. The 18-year-old handicapped that went to the police.
No, not the handicapped one, the other one, the other anonymous.
Oh, okay. Because I was kind of about to defend him.
Yeah.
Because well, basically what I was going to say is that I don't know what type of love, when people have disabilities or whatnot. And I mean, we all hung around the wrong people, the wrong crowd, but we don't expect for them to turn vicious. So I wouldn't say that he shouldn't get punished at all if he was someone that at least went to the police and rounded him up. But
Okay.
I do agree with some type of immunity for him.
Got it. All right. Well, we will look and we will see what will happen. Thank you so much for calling. All right. So I'm going to let her go. Feel free to call Dicey if you're out there. Please call me. Cece, if you're out there. Jay, if you're out there. If you just want to call in, feel free to call and add your 2 cents. All right, so we see a video footage. I'm not sure exactly what's going here, so I'm going to fast forward this video footage to this part. So, just to give you guys an idea, who are these two people in the video? Well, these two people, the girl that you see at the wall, okay, she has on this pink and black top. That is Mahogany Jackson. She's 20 years old and she died. She's a mother of a 3-year-old. She is the victim in this. The girl that you see with the black top, that is Ariana, okay? She is in jail. Okay. Now, with Ariana's story, Ariana was confronting Mahogany because she was told by Blue, which Blue and Mahogany had this relationship going on. They both had an attraction for each other. They both were intimate with each other. Blue says, she never really did too much with her. But unfortunately, Mahogany is not here to say her piece. All we know is Mahogany really trusted Blue. She trusted Blue as you trust a lover, as you trust somebody that, hey, when I tell you my secret, you're going to keep it. She told Blue that she was with Ariana's baby father. Okay? And Blue was said to be jealous of the girl she was talking to, which is Mahogany. You say, well, why was Blue, the girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, jealous of Mahogany? Because Mahogany was inside Blue gang. This is a gang. Blue was on the outs of her gang. Mahogany was a new member of her gang, and a lot of people loved Mahogany in this gang. So Blue, I feel she was calculated. If anybody is calculated in this scheme, it's definitely the ex-girlfriend Blue. She was calculated. She got close to the one that everybody in this gang kind of liked and loved, which was Mahogany. And she was with her. Mahogany trusted her. Mahogany told her a lot of secrets. And Blue took all that information and she used it against Mahogany when she got around the others to push Mahogany in a negative light. Okay. And when she did that, she gained more favor with the gang members. So Ariana, she is confronting Mahogany about her having her baby daddy in her mouth. Okay. Ariana did not know all this time when Mahogany was in this gang. Ariana did not know that Mahogany was sleeping with her baby's father. So now she's even more pissed because how Blue gave it to Ariana, like Mahogany is around here telling the world that she's sleeping with your baby father. Her baby father is dead, just to let you guys know. But Ariana was very offended by that. Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit more.
She's not gonna hit Ariana, but my life on her. You bought back the thing. Damn! She's not gonna, man, I'm gonna have you and take you to the bathroom. Oh, God! If you do it.
All right, so I don't know if you heard that. That was kind of muffled. But this looked like Tasia, if you guys can confirm. This person on the screen, is this Tasia? So I'm looking at her. I can't play the audio because it has music in the background. But do this person look like Tasia? So this, you know what? Tell me who these two are. This looks like Tasia, and the one that's sticking out her tongue. Who is that? Is that the girl that you see at the top in the middle? Is that her? Who is that? Can you guys tell me who is that girl next to Tasia? We do have a phone call, so we're going to answer the phone call. If you can turn the radio down 347 or turn the radio off, I would really appreciate that.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm
Okay.
doing good.
I love your show. I
Thank
love your
you.
show, Gigi.
Thank you.
I'm always in your Instagram sending you things. I feel so bad for this young lady, Mahogany. She does not deserve this at all. But I was also looking at some YouTube bloggers and looking at, some stuff, and they say that, Mahogany, was drunk and stuff like that. Yes, she was. But also her mother has put her out because of the things she was doing in the streets. And I see the mom had read the letter saying that she was apologizing, and she was crying that she got the letter after she was deceased. Like you just said, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, but she does not deserve to have anything done to her. That's up to the Lord to take her home, not these animals.
You're right.
Not these animals. I don't know if Mahogany, what kind of relationship she had with her mother, but Mahogany must have was doing things that her mother did not approve of, and for her to send her to, like, you have to leave my home. I'm gonna take your daughter. You can't stay. But this was not acceptable. And they say Black Lives Matter. People need to get out and march and protest, because if this was Caucasian people, they would have been going crazy, just to sit back. And, I'm so happy that she did text. She did have strength to do that. God gave her that strength, because after she's been beaten like that, no one could be even think. They were just like,
Are you there? I think the caller dropped, and I thank you so much. Someone said we can't see the brown skinned girl face. I did not realize that, so I apologize. I'm going to put her more into screen. Some people have said a name, and what that caller just said. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that Mahogany mom kicked her out. This is the first time that I'm hearing that. Mahogany mom, she did not approve of the lifestyle that her daughter was living because her daughter was a part of the gang, and her daughter Mahogany did some horrible things. And the caller just said it was so heartbreaking because Mahogany wrote her mom a letter apologizing, saying that she wanted to change her ways. And she just received that letter after Mahogany's death. That had to been something. That had to be something. And her mom, when she got that text saying, help me, I'm kidnapped and the police, I wonder, did her mom think that this is my daughter Mahogany once again doing some roguish stuff? This is my daughter once again into some fights, into some jumping, doing some roguish stuff. I highly doubt that Mahogany mom knew this would be her last time hearing from her daughter. This was the last time she heard from her daughter, and she was screaming for mommy's help. That is heartbreaking right there. And to get that letter from your daughter after the fact that she did want to change her ways. And I know the caller said, well, Mahogany was drunk. Well, she was drunk because it was a setup and they had planned to get her to drink, and that's what it was. They kept on pouring the liquor, and they might have put something in her drink. We don't know, because we have yet to see the autopsy report. We know Mahogany, she has friends too. Mahogany, she has other friends too. My mind said, well, why didn't she call her hitters? Why didn't she call her people? I don't know. It's so many things to the story has yet to be told, but I do want to give a big old thank you to my homegirl, Thompsonata. She's always been there, showing me so much showing me so much love and uplifting this channel. I appreciate you. Hey sis, I've been in the hospital. Hey family. Oh my goodness. Can we all touch and agree and pray for Thompsonata? She is lovely, a nice soul, and she is going through some stuff right now. So we can all just say a little prayer to get our sister and back into good strength, and so she can overcome. And I pray that God give you the strength to overcome whatever that you're battling, and we will be right here with you. Okay, we're gonna battle it together, sister, me and you, all of us. All right, so you're not alone. All right, we do have a phone call, so I would love to answer that phone call. Calling from 513, you are live on the air. What are your thoughts about this?
Um, my thoughts about this. I've been watching you for a minute, Gigi, and I love your channel is about. I just wanted to say this is just horrible. Like these young folks I just don't understand they mind. I call them children of the corn. This is horrible. I just can't believe how they did this young lady.
Can you turn the radio down or off, please? Just so it won't be a distraction. It's okay.
I also wanted to say every one of them deserve what they did to that young lady. That's all I wanted to say, and I just wanted to send my condolences to her mom and her daughter and her sister, her family, because they need to just go. They don't even need no trial. Just get it over with. Save the taxpayers' money. Just all of them need to be done exactly how they did that young lady. That's all I want to say.
All right. Well, I thank you so much. I really appreciate you calling in. So a lot of people, they're upset, they're outraged, and a lot of people want the death penalty for all of the parties that was involved. And I don't blame them, because the torture, what they took this 20-year-old mother through, They didn't have a heart. They didn't care. And I know she called them children of the corn, but usually I call them, these are Satan kids. These are Satan kids that are on this earth to roam the earth and to kill anybody they can and to steal any happiness from anybody. Because when they took this daughter, when they took this mother away from this earth, they affected their family, they affected the world. We are looking at people differently now because of this. And they didn't have any remorse. They say it's 5 to 10 videos that's going around social media. Well, it's not going around social media because it was in a private group. It's a platform called Clubhouse. And these gang members will go to Clubhouse to discuss stuff, to post videos, and they were proud of what they did to Mahogany Jackson. They gloated about what they did to Mahogany Jackson. They recorded it. They were proud of it. They wanted to show off. They wanted to brag about the things that they did to her. And that's just make it more sick. All this time, they could have stopped it. All this time, they could have called the police. All this time, they could have had a remorse, and they did not. They failed to. They loved it. They enjoyed this evilness. And another thing about this story, which is just mind blowing, most of the people that were doing these acts are parents themselves. These are fathers. These are mothers that are doing this. You want to hear something else that was so disturbing to hear? After they dumped Mahogany's body in the dumpster, in the trash dump, underneath a mattress, they went back to work as if it was just a normal Sunday. They went back to their Amazon. They went back to picking up their kids from daycare or wherever they were going to do. They just all went back as if nothing had happened. We had another caller, 347. I'm so sorry that you dropped. I really want to hear what you have to say. The phone lines are open. We would love for you guys to call in because I really want to hear what you have to say. And I ask you guys again, and I will continue to ask you guys to please like this video. That is the only way we can get our voice heard around the world. And when our voices is heard, I hope it give other people hope that we do care. It is so many people around this earth that feels or they are a victim and they feel like nobody cares. Nobody can hear them. So I want this channel and our voices to be a reminder that these people are not alone and we will fight aside them to fight the good fight, because make no mistake about it, we are in a battle. We are in a war. So I'm going to continue to play. All right. So these are some video clips. It looks like they're having a good time. I can see Tasia and I can see the girl sticking her tongue out. Okay. So we do have a caller calling from 314. You're live on the air. What are your thoughts about? Okay. 347. They keep calling and hanging up. Maybe it's one of Deja's people. I don't know. Let's continue to play. All right. So this is, I cannot make these girls out. If you guys can help me, who is the girl in the middle? Do you guys know who that girl is in the middle? It looks like Taja's at the end. The dark-skinned girl, I have no idea who this girl is. I don't know if it's a woman or it's a man. Talking about it's a woman or a man, I must tell this. I had a caller yesterday, and they tell me, which I was very shocked about, they said that it was a drag queen at the scene. It was a drag queen that was a part. A man that gets up, he puts on wigs, and that is what he does. They tell me that he was also a part of essaying and hitting Mahogany Jackson. So not only were these men and women, there were drag queens there too. When I tell you this is an evil circus, and I just could not believe my ears. I said, "What? Are you sure you got that right?" And she said, "Yes." Actually, it was one of my favorite callers, Rochelle, that told me this. And Rochelle, if you're out there, I would love for you to call in just to confirm that, because I don't know if you guys have heard that. That was my first time hearing that as well. I was it was unbelievable. Okay, so let's continue on. All right, so that's them dancing.
Recently, Mayor Randall Woodfin and the Birmingham Police Department have urged the public.
All right, we have a caller. If I have a caller, most likely I want to accommodate my caller, so I'm going to pick up. Calling from 619, you are here. What are your thoughts about this?
This is a travesty. This is a complete mess that our children, well, these are young adults, are conducting themselves in this manner. I've watched the Robinson case. What is her first name? Shaquilla?
Yeah, Shanquella Robinson.
Shanquilla Robinson. And that was just horrible. I mean, that young woman was prosperous. She was doing things and around people that were jealous of her, and she paid to die because she took all those people on that trip with her. You know, young people, you need to see the red flags. You know, if you know, and I don't condone this young woman. My understanding, she was snitching. You know, where I come from, snitches get stitches, but she didn't deserve to die, especially how they did her. But it's just a sign of the times. It's awful. I mean, and one of these guys, he looks like he could. I don't know how old he is, but he looks like he's much older than the rest of them. And I it's just beyond me. But the Bible is fulfilling itself.
Hmm. Well, I thank you so much for calling in and weighing in, because we need more voices like you that sound off. All right, so I'm going to let you go, okay? Now, you guys, I want to yell, but I'm not. This is Blue. So, my audience members are telling me that Blue is the girl. Is that the left or the right? The dark skinned girl. Blue is the dark skinned girl on the screen, okay? Blue is the dark skinned girl on the screen. Blue was dating Tasia, and she was in a relationship with Mahogany. I had no idea what Blue looked like. This is my first time laying eyes on Blue or getting any kind of a visual on Blue. And I'm going to restrain myself from saying some horrible things that came in my mind once I seen Blue. I'm going to play it okay. But this is the person that started it all. This is the person that is the author of confusion, the author of chaos, and the author of Mahogany's death. She was jealous of Mahogany. Everybody liked Mahogany, and clearly I can see why. So let me put a picture up of Mahogany. And you can see Blue and Mahogany, it's day and night. And you know it's a big difference in day and night, right? Right. All right. So the far end, the dark skinned girl, that is Blue. This girl right here that I'm moving, this 20-year-old girl, mother, that is Mahogany. This is Mahogany. And this, the girl, the dark skinned girl at the corner, this is Blue. Blue and Mahogany were dating. Why Mahogany liked Blue? Honey, I don't know. I don't know. They are saying that Blue was the ringleader in these gangs. However, in the past, Blue has fell off. She did a stunt. She did an illegal stunt that I guess went wrong, and a lot of the gang members felt some type of way about her, so they kind of shunned her from the group. Mahogany comes along in this gang, and everybody loves Mahogany. Then you see Blue make her way towards Mahogany, getting her ear, getting her friend, and they start kicking it. Mahogany wants to come out here and play as if, oh, she would never touch Mahogany. Are you kidding me? She would never touch Mahogany. Blue. Blue. Anybody with the name Blue, I'm just going to look at sideways. They are not to be trusted. So, Blue took all this information that Mahogany told Blue, and she went and she twisted it up like the perverted person she was, and she added lies to it, making a lot of people hate Mahogany, putting a big target on Mahogany's back to be taken out of here. And this is what she wanted. They have a skilled in manipulation. That all they do. Blue, she creates this atmosphere of women, little girls that get 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, and I'm sure to get underage, because it's no reason why so many 18-year-olds are involved in the gang group, Yes Lord or My Lord. Now, gang groups are infamous with adopting and getting kids a part of their gang. We have hear this all the time. If the parents are not at home, the gang members are looking to take your kids, okay? And they want them to do the devil's work. So what I hear was Blue, she got a group of girls that were young, easily manipulated, impressionable. They didn't have much. And she will get other guys, who'll be other guys in different gangs. They will say, Blue, do you have any girls for me? So Blue will hand off certain girls or recommend certain girls like Mahogany and other young girls for these gang members. These gang members will use young girls like Mahogany to set up other men. Okay? They would set them up, they would rob them, they would do horrible things to them, but they needed young girls to lure men in to rob them or beat them up or do whatever they were going to do. And Blue was the head in all of it. So she's good at manipulation. That is her skill set. So she had, this is what it was, and it went too far. And now Blue has did it so well that everybody else is going to jail but Blue. She has mind crafted and she has manipulated this so well. When I tell you Blue, she's crafty. And I guess when you cannot depend on your looks, you have to depend on other skill sets. I can't believe this is blue. This is blue. This is what everything is all about, blue. Okay? She has done a great job with keeping her image off of the radar. She has done a great job with getting everybody else to do her dirty work. And that is what a manipulator does. They don't have to do the crime. They get other people to do it for them and they benefit. Exactly what she's always been doing with these girls, getting them to do crime, and she's going to profit. So if you guys can call in, I would love to hear from you guys. Again, Jay, if you're out there, Dicey, if you're out there, I've been waiting, CC, if you're out there. And if you just want to come up here and speak and tell your side or your perspective, please do so. I ask you guys again, make sure you have liked this video. Please like this video. That is the only way our voice is going to be heard, and that is the only way we can make a real change in this world. We need to be pushing the algorithm, and I can't do it alone. Okay. Shout out to Tom Sonata for being a member for 1 month. I appreciate you. Loving your podcast and family. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. So I want to continue to play. All right. So that is them dancing. Look at Blue dancing, having a good time. That is Blue. I'm so stunned. That's Blue. I'm still in disbelief. Okay, so I want to fast forward the news report. Now who is this? Now, can you guys tell me what is this video footage about?
7 suspects are now behind the bars and will soon be in custody of the Jefferson County Jail with no bond.
Fam, there's been some major updates since we did the story 2 days ago on a young girl who lost her life by the hands of her so-called ex-friends.
Now, is that Blue? Is this, honey? It looked like a man. I'm sorry, I take that back. Is this Blue? I would never think this was the girl, Blue, that we've been talking about. Is this Blue? Press 1 if this is Blue. Press 4 if it's not Blue. Shut up, Jackie. That is the girl. That is the girl. That is the girl. This is Blue. I really have to refrain my mouth right now. I really have to refrain my mouth right now. I'm going to refrain for saying what I want to say because I don't want to be offensive. So this is Blue. Wow. Wow. This is Blue. And this who Mahogany liked it. This is who she trusted. I'm assuming Mahogany thought Blue was her man. No pun intended. She thought Blue was her man. She didn't know Blue was going to gossip like that. Blue, you're supposed to be the man, Blue. You don't supposed to go around here pillow talking and gossiping and twisting shit up. But that is who Blue is. Blue is a manipulator. Blue have a lot of jealous. Blue is very hateful. Blue is very hateful. This is... I gotta watch my words, so I'm gonna be quiet.
In the last 48 hours, it seemed to have been 7 people arrested in connection to her demise. Want to say shout out to Two Guns Vito from Birmingham, Alabama on the intel he get in his hometown. Not only did one of the 7 people record themselves on Facebook Live getting arrested, but on Two Guns Vito Facebook.
All right, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more, if you guys don't mind.
To Jaslyn, hurry with via Facebook.
Send the police apartment 3 held hostage. Don't call. Send address to. Okay, Jaslyn, thank you. All
740.
right, so this is Mahogany last text to her family members, as you guys can see.
46.
All right, so thank you so much, Tom Sonata. Tom Sonata gifted 5 the Messy Sweet Spot members. Oh, that was so nice. Thank you, Tom Sonata. You're such a blessing. Can we all give Tom Sonata a big thank you? She has not only blessed this channel, but she has blessed my members. We appreciate you. Okay. Okay. Come on, new membership. All right. Congratulations. We got 5 new members. I know that's right. That's nice. I love it. I love the love. I love it. All right. So let's get back.
Send the police. Apartment 3 held hostage. Don't call. Send an address to Jaslyn. Hurry. Within the last 24 hours, video.
So if you guys did not know, this is one of the 3 18-year-olds. Remember, they are 3 18-year-olds that was there at this tragic that happened to Mahogany Jackson. He is one of them. He's the 18-year-old. He was in the video. He recorded himself. He was smoking. He did participate in the essaying of Mahogany Jackson. He also did horrible things to Mahogany Jackson. He was not the 18-year-old that was forced. He was not the 18-year-old that was disabled. And he's not the 18-year-old that allegedly ran to the police. He is the 18-year-old that was involved, okay, willingly, all right? And he is facing a big, he's going to be in jail for a long time. Hopefully he never gets out. And 18, he has ruined his life. And for what? And for what? I don't have the time to sympathize with this 18-year-old monster. I don't have the time to sit here and say, how could he have stopped? How could we help him? You throw him under the bus. I can help other 18-year-old males by getting him off the streets, because it's going to be Mahogany today. It's going to be another person the next day and another person. He's 18 and he's a monster. Could you imagine this type of monster growing in 5 to 10 years? How many bodies he will have under his belt in 5 to 10 years if you guys keep pacifying and keep cuddling and keep giving passes and keep giving bails to these monsters? At this point, it's either get away with all the evildoers, get away and protect our kids. And if you allow these evildoers to get a pass with bail and get back into our communities, you are not for our kids. You are not for our families, and you are not for us. This has to stop. So let's continue on.
Video of Mahogany being into an altercation with the people who was later arrested has been floating. Now I can't play the entirety, check out some. Of course, you guys can click the link in the bio to check out the full video on the Family TV Instagram page.
I don't put my mouth on everybody.
That's Ariana. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. And the reason why I keep stopping is because I want everybody to pay attention. This is Ariana. She slapped.
So when he said this is Ariana, he's talking about the lady with those long eyelashes. I think I have a visual on Ariana. Do I have a picture? I might not have a picture of her. Yeah, this is the picture of Ariana. And do you guys remember I told you Ariana is here, right here. You see Ariana Robinson? That is the person that you see in a confrontation with Mahogany Jackson while Mahogany Jackson back is against the wall. Ariana was talking to Blue. Blue, we all know who Blue is. Okay, Mr. Man Blue went and told Ariana that Mahogany was sleeping with her baby's father. Mahogany and Blue, they had a thing. They were lovers at one point. Mahogany told all of her secrets to Blue. She trusted Blue. She thought Blue was going to protect her. And Blue did the exact opposite. Blue made sure it was a big target on Mahogany's back. Blue knows these gang members. She knows how vicious they are. And this was all set by design. So Blue put poison in Ariana's ear to confront Mahogany. And Ariana, Tasia, and Giovanni, they are all cousins. Say that again. Giovanni, Tasia, Ariana are all cousins. Okay? Also, it's good to note that Tasia and Blue was also dating at one point. Tasia and Blue was also dating at one point. So this is a circle, a web of mess that deals with friendship, not only friendship, but these people have been intimate with each other. These people have deep feelings for each other. This is not just a friendship gone wrong. This is also a love triangle that is so dysfunctional on so many levels.
Hours, video of Mahogany being into an altercation with the people who was later arrested has been floating. Now I can't play the entirety. Check out.
So you guys know up against the wall that is Mahogany Jackson. She died. She's a 20-year-old. You know that.
Some. Of course, you guys can click the link in the bio to check out the full video on the Family TV Instagram page.
I don't put my mouth on it.
So the girl with the eyelashes, her, I don't know if you can see my mouse. The girl with the black top, that is Ariana, okay? That is Tasia's and Giovanni's cousin.
That's Ariana. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. And the reason why I keep stopping is because I want everybody to pay attention. This is Ariana. She slapped him. She ain't dead, nor is she in jail.
Right, so that is a commercial. So we're going to bypass commercials. So feel free to call in. I'm so sorry I don't have my girl Dicey here, my other co-host. Dicey, if you listening back, you are missed. Jay, you are missed. CC, you are missed. Okay, let's continue on.
I'm talking about that. But did you not stay on that phone though? Since y'all got the fight for they fault, she supposed to be jumping. Did it come out? No, I said no. Well, please tell the truth before he swing on you. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. No, tonight. Don't get ready. I might be drunk, but
Sanaya. So that's Sanaya. Okay.
I ain't stupid or delusional. Look at that, my toe.
So did you hear Mahogany say, I don't know whatever Blue told you? Press 1 if you just heard Mahogany say, I don't know what all Blue told you. Okay? And Blue, y'all all see how y'all see how she let's play.
No, I said no. Well, please tell the truth before he swing on you. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not lying though. Mom tonight, y'all just make it up. I might be drunk, but I ain't stupid or delusional. Because that's not your mouth.
All right. So did you hear her mention Blue? She said, I don't know whatever Blue told you. Ariana says something to the fact that didn't come out your mouth. All right. And I do believe she was talking about her sleeping with her baby's father. And that's why Ariana said, well, didn't it come out your mouth? Why would Blue sit up here and lie about you sleeping with her baby's father and her baby's father's dead? Why would Blue sit up and lie about that? Okay. So let's continue on.
Me? Y'all number trying to set me up though. No, my Lord too. Me? That's it. Me? Trying to set me up right now. She's been all that long.
Hold on.
So that is them. You hear Blue. All you hear is Blue, Blue, Blue. This is circling all of what Blue said. You guys hear a lot of Blue name being mentioned, right? Blue.
Trying to tell you, I'm not lying though. Mom tonight, y'all just make it up. I might be drunk, but I ain't stupid or delusional. Because that's not your mouth. You was on the phone. You ain't know. That jumped up. Me? Y'all number trying to set me up though. No, my Lord too. Me? That's it. Me? Trying to set me up right now. She's been all that long.
Hold on, y'all. I got to stop this now. I got to stop this real quick. Listen. Because I don't want y'all to get confused. Listen real quick. She said, I'm not Blue. Well, who is Blue?
That is Blue. So people are saying that I'm extremely low. Do you guys find that to be the case? Am I talking very low? Is my volume very low? Please let me know because I want you guys to hear me because I have a lot of important things to say. So this is Blue, and I'm blown away because this is my first time putting eyes on Blue. And yes, looks matter, representation matters. It matters. I didn't make the rules up, but it matters. This is Blue. This is Blue.
This the Dyke she talked to Tasia. Blue is the one who set Mahogany up. It really
Didn't I tell you? Vito, he also confirms that Blue is behind everything. Blue set this all up. All right. So people are saying, yes, it's low. So I'm going to see if I can put my audio up here. Is this a little bit better? I don't want to yell. So if you guys can tell me, is my audio better now? The video is louder though. Yeah, I understand the video is going to be loud. But is my audio better now? When you guys hear me talking, is it better? All right. Do we have a picture of Blue? You know what, Lauren? This is a visual of Blue right here. So you can see Blue. Blue, they say, is a stud. Okay, so she looks like a man. I thought it was a man. I was so confused. I thought it was a man. I thought Blue was a man. So she looks like a man. Um, I have not heard her talk. So that is Blue. So I'm trying to put the image on Blue again. It went so fast. She does a good job with not putting her image out here. I think this is it right here.
Giving her. But check out the person at the very beginning say,
all right, and it looked like Blue. She sags her pants.
she don't put her mouth on everybody.
All right. All right. So we'll come back and show you the audio with Blue.
I don't put my mouth on everybody. I don't put my mouth on everybody.
They go together. I don't put my mouth on everybody. And that sounded like she was upset that possibly Mahogany had told someone that she did something with another companion. It was later confirmed that Mahogany was taken to several locations during her.
Yeah, so this is another location where Mahogany was set at, where she was taken. And this is Sanaya, I believe. Sanaya is doing horrible things to her, while Tasia is doing other horrible things to her. And they are saying the 18-year-old that's in a wheelchair is videotaping this. You may say, well, who is doing the videotaping? The 18-year-old disabled male is recording this going on. And they are telling me the elders in this gang is making 18-year-olds, kids, be involved in this. I guess it sounds like an initiation. They have to participate to make sure how down they were for the gang, to let them know this is what we do, to be a part of it. But it's horrible.
Her kidnapped, and she was forced to do sexual acts.
Yeah, she was forced to do essay and acts. All right, so that's a commercial. So let's close it out here. Okay. So call in. We want to know your thoughts about this. It's very sad. And any questions you guys may have, please put it in the comment section so we can get to that. It was that Blue. Okay, let me play this a little.
Jackson. Mahogany sent a text message to a family member that she had been kidnapped. Early the following day, officers and detectives discovered Mahogany's body in the 1700 block of Laurel Avenue. Investigators determined that she had been shot. With assistance from the community, detectives were not only able to locate Mahogany Jackson's body, but
all right, thank you so much. All right, so Earnline, you just added so much to this, and I appreciate you so much. So the information that I just got that I have to tell you guys about, it has to do a lot about this gang. They said that Blue, she was supposed to be the leader. However, she botched. And botch means she did it incorrectly. Botch means that she messed up a lot when it came to a lot of robberies. She was not good, okay? And when I say she, it's a stud. I don't do studs like to be called him, because I really want to call Blue a him, okay? But Blue messed up a lot of these robberies. So they kicked her out of the gang, and Mahogany was set to be her replacement. Mahogany was Blue's replacement in this gang. Blue did not like that. Blue wanted to get them back. So Blue pretended to be interested in Mahogany as if she wanted to date her or be with her. But Blue was just playing Mahogany to get information so she can use this information against Mahogany, against the group, so they can have a hatred towards Mahogany. And this hatred grew, and they end up killing Mahogany, all because Blue set this up because she was jealous that Mahogany had placed her in this gang. Okay, and I thank you so much for informing us with that. This is some images of Blue. But like I said, Blue is so scary how fast she comes in and out the camera. Like, you really don't get a good visual of her. Blue is so mystery. Do you see how fast that went? So that is Blue, okay? We need to get some skills, some still pictures of Blue, because people need to know who this individual is. All right. So this is the first time me seeing Blue. You guys see her. She's at the end. She's dark skinned, but she's cut off. She always a little bit inside of the video, but not really. She keeps herself off. All right, so this is Blue, the one that's dancing on the side. I'm trying to see if I have another visual of her. But Blue, her visuals are very janky. It's very janky. I'm going to be looking more in the comment section. So this is all jealousy. And Blue, like I stated in the beginning, she is the author of all of this. She was the one that set this in motion. Now her whole gang is in jail. And if you asking me, do I think that Blue feels sorry? No. Blue wanted to get everybody that kicked her out the group back. And now she has payback. She got everybody in the group that placed her out or ever doubted Blue. They are all rotting in jail for the rest of their life. And the girl that they got to replace her, she got them to kill her. Now, honey, the girl that they got to replace Blue is dead, and everybody that wanted Blue out is locked up in jail. When I tell you Blue is dangerous, never she might have botched the other robberies, but it looks like she was very calculated and she got the ace in the hole when it came to destroying everybody that doubted her and to destroy her replacement without her even have to lift a finger. All she had to do was use her mouth and put poison in people's ears and twist things because she knows that these individuals are very highly triggered with words and rumors and lies and whispers. So she did not have to do much. All right. She did not have to do much. So feel free to call in. We have the phone lines open. And I was wondering about this video footage because I say, well, who is this? Why are we just looking? And why Blue don't put her face in the camera often? I guess she wants to stay anonymous. This is supposedly Blue. But like you said, you don't see a lot of Blue face. We saw Blue a few times in here, and I'm just going to let it play so I can pause it so we can get a more clear understanding of Blue and what she looks like. Because I was thrown off. Like I told you guys, I thought it was a dude. All right. So we are learning so much tonight. And definitely the missing piece is this Blue. As you guys can see, this is an image of Blue dancing. She's a dark-skinned girl. And also it's another image that comes up that talks about Blue. So I'm looking in the comments section. Blue is turning herself in the video. Yeah, that's what they said. She is turning herself in, Jennifer. But Blue is very confident and she feels that she didn't lift a finger. She put the poison in everybody's ear. She put a huge target on Mahogany's back. But yeah, she did not lift a finger. So she feel like she's cleared. But we know, the people know how evil Blue is. And we know what you did, Blue. Okay? And karma is going to come for Blue. This is Blue right here. This is Blue. I don't know if you guys can see her, but you still cannot see her clearly. She's never going to show herself clearly. But this is Blue making a mockery of it all, saying that, hey, I have nothing to hide. I'm going to go down to the police report and I'm going to turn myself in because she did not physically, she was not there physically. She did not do anything physically. All she did was lie, manipulate, told other people horrible things about Mahogany, what she said and what she did that triggered these people to want to harm Mahogany. Okay? And she left the scene. She knew it was going down that night and she left. She helped orchestrate it. She helped get Mahogany drunk because Mahogany trusted Blue. Mahogany looked at Blue as a girlfriend, boyfriend, somebody that she can care about and trust. But all along, Blue never liked Mahogany. She was using Mahogany to get any information she can get from her, to twist it, use it as a weapon to be against her, so she can get out the group and she can get her place back in this gang. And Mahogany, at that night, she had no idea that Blue lied, and Blue put all this evil poison in all these people's ears. So she was taken off guard. People are saying that Mahogany was invited to Brandon's place first because she wanted to avoid Tasia. And they told her Tasia was not going to be there so Mahogany can feel comfortable. And we do know that Blue dated Mahogany and Tasia. And we know that Tasia, Blue's ex-girlfriend, has fought Mahogany on many occasions. They have fought each other. They were friends. They were friends. So why is friends dating each other's ex? If Tasia dated Blue, then why are you dating Blue, Mahogany? I don't know if that's how the gang members work, because if Deja was dating Blue, Ariana is Deja's cousin, Giovanni is Tasia's cousin, so you know all three of them are gonna be on each other's side because that's family. So Mahogany, being the new pretty girl in the group that got replaced by Blue, was dating Tasia. Well, not dating, they were friends. But that was Tasia's ex, Blue. Now Mahogany dating Blue. Now the cousin got an issue because Mahogany was sleeping with her baby daddy. It paints the picture, but Mahogany is out here putting her mouth on everybody, men, women, and studs. Everybody she can get to, that's the picture that they were painting. And that's the picture that Blue painted to put the target bigger on her back. So let's go on to a caller because we do have some other calls. Calling from 619. You're live on the air. What are your thoughts about this?
I have a question. I'm so confused. Can Blue be held for conspiracy or that's a question. Can she be held under conspiracy to have someone else to commit murder?
I don't know. I think that in order for that to happen, they will have to have proof or text message of Blue actually saying, I want you to kill her. Blue knew these people, that she didn't have to say it, but she knew the trigger points. She knew exactly what to tell them to make them want to harm you, but she didn't say it. So I don't know if they can do it. I think that's a good question for everybody else. I guess if they have a good lawyer, maybe they can paint it out, but I don't know the law to say yes or no.
Just a question. This is baffling. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, we do have another caller calling from 301. You're live. What are your thoughts about this?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question for you. I've been following the case, and I want to know, how did Mahogany get to any of these spots? I mean, did she have a car, or did she catch Uber? Because I was thinking something. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What I hear, she did not have a vehicle. They say that she placed a Uber at 2 something, but she never actually went through with that Uber. So in my mind, she did not have a vehicle. How did she get over there? They said that the party started at Brandon Pope's house, aka Amp, the big tall guy. It started at his house. They invited her over, letting her know that her enemy Tasia was not going to be there so she can feel more comfortable. And I'm assuming there they got her drunk and I don't know what happened next. I guess they got over Atasia to confront her, or I'm not sure. But I do know Blue was there in the beginning, and Blue told everybody that she told Mahogany, I think it's time for you to leave. You should go. But she did not.
But do you think it's possible that Blue picked her up and brought her over to that guy's house?
It is possible.
Because, see, nowhere are they saying that Mahogany was beefing with Blue, especially towards the end. So is it possible? Because remember they said Blue had like a stolen Camaro or something like that. Is it possible that Blue is the one that picked Mahogany up?
It's very possible.
And took her to that guy's house to be jumped?
It's possible because at the same time, Mahogany trusted Blue. She looked at Blue.
That's what I'm saying. So that would make sense. Exactly. That would make sense that if those other girls were there, I don't think Mahogany would go over there.
Right.
And so what I was saying with her being in her pajamas and stuff like that, they keep saying it was a sleepover, but I don't think so. What if Blue called Mahogany up I want you to ride with me somewhere?
Right.
And maybe Mahogany was like, I ain't going out nowhere tonight, and she just came out in her pajamas,
right.
And Blue drove her straight over there.
Right, and say I just got to stop at my homie Brandon house to do
yes,
some shit.
Right.
And they got over there and start licking her up. And I don't think that Blue warned Mahogany. I think Blue lied. She's lying to the people. I
do too.
Because Mahogany cannot speak for herself. So now we have to believe Blue word, which is a liar and a manipulator and a narcissist.
Right.
I refuse to believe her.
And see, what I think, too, what they're using as an alibi is that text message, because I think somebody close to Mahogany had to know that her mother was not in town, and they also had to know, because I heard reports that Mahogany was kind of beefing with her family. You know how families do. Her sister and cousin weren't really speaking to her at that time. So I'm thinking somebody close to her would have to know that, and that probably was Blue.
It was
Blue. Because I'm sure she still confided in Blue with her personal business, right?
She saw Blue as her man, her protector.
I don't know why, considering how she looked, she could do so much better than that.
Yeah, but you know what Blue possessed? And it wasn't about looks. I do think sometimes when it comes to men, and I know Blue is not a man, but she presents herself like a man.
She's a stud, right.
It's the masculine energy. It's the confidence that she give off, or it's
I'll protect you.
The masculine energy of the cockiness that she give off.
Right.
People.
To me, it has Blue's name all on it.
Feminine
because she had to know.
Likes that.
Right. I believe you. Because to me, I'm looking at Blue we all know you turned yourself in because people are looking for you on the street. It's safer on the inside than outside. But also at the same time, if Mahogany confided in you, she probably disclosed to you that her mother's going to Atlanta, was not home, and all of that. Because who else would know that at the party?
Right.
Because if she was naked, there's no way they would let her keep her phone. Because they're saying they handcuffed her and all that. How could she use her phone? That was probably to throw somebody off. But I don't think it was her. Because, I don't think they would let her keep her phone because it was up on her a little bit too much to let her walk away somewhere and be able to text anybody. But somebody had to know her mother was going to Atlanta. And then they're saying somebody else sent a text to her sister. Somebody would have to know how to do that too. So I don't know. But thank you for taking my call.
Anytime. Thank you so much for calling in. We need more voices like you, and hopefully I can hear from you soon.
You definitely will. I'll stay in touch.
All right. So, Dicey, if you're out there, again, please call in, Dicey. Jay, if you're out there, CC, where are you? All right. If not, feel free, you guys, to call in. We want to hear from you. Do you have the first 48? A woman overlooks a lot of men looks and date. That is so true, Lemon. A lot of people are curious to say, well, why are you dating Blue? You could do better in the looks department. And I know Blue is a girl. However, she is a masculine presenting. So to me, she falls more in the man department. I know she's a stud, but I would definitely put Blue in the man's room. Okay. But she's a stud. So I guess sometimes she switch out. Maybe she has more feminine energy some days and some days not. Because when I saw Blue on the video of her dancing, to me it gave a little feminine, when she danced feminine. I don't know Blue. I need to have more video footage. But then when I see Blue, her dress, all that sagging, that bagginess, the look, the haircut, it definitely gives man masculine. But I did see a touch of feminine when she was dancing. Okay. Looks requirements are only men. Mahogany wanted something like a man, but Blue was very mannish. Okay. I only date baddies over here. The mother was out of town picking up relatives, and that's what everybody was saying. That Mahogany tell Blue, her boo, exactly where her mom was and when her mom had to do it. But did she really? Because you guys say Mahogany and her mom was not even on talking terms. So how did Mahogany know that her mom was going to Atlanta if Mahogany was not on talking terms with her mom? So which one is it? You guys tell me one story and you tell me something else the next minute. Did you guys hear that Mahogany and her mom and her family were on the outs? They were not talking. They were not on good terms. Press one if you did. Press two if you did not. But could it be that they're not on talking terms, but the mom still let her daughter know, yeah, I got to go out of town. I got to pick up such and such. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's unclear. It's unclear how far on the outs were they. Were they just had an argument? We don't know. It says I never saw. Okay, that got disabled. Poor Mahogany had zero discernment. Yeah, Jimmy. She didn't see it coming because she trusted her boyfriend Blue. Oftentimes when it comes to relationship, a lot of women are blinded when it comes to love or somebody they like, or someone they want to see the good in, someone they want to see as their protector, someone they want to trust. Mind you, Mahogany at this time did not have family. She did not have sister. She did not have mom. So therefore, it only makes a 20-year-old mother more desperate for love, validation, someone to be her friend. And I'm sure Blue pillow talked Mahogany, telling her how pretty she was to validate her or to tell her this and that and to tell her how they're going to be like Bonnie and Clyde or whatever she says, because they say Blue is really good with her mouth. She is really good with talking. She talk a lot of stuff. She's a good con artist when it comes to her mouth. So just imagine you're 20, you're a mom, your family's on the outs. You don't have a good relationship with your family, your sisters right now, but you have this man in your life that says that he got your back. He's going to protect you. He's known to be tough in the streets. And you want him to be your savior. A lot of women that get with these men, they want them to be their savior. They want to trust them, even though they probably feel like they can't. But at this time, if you're the only one that's around that's showing love at this time, Mahogany might have overshared so much information about herself and so much information about everybody else. Mahogany did have a mouth. Mahogany, she was a slickster. She talks a lot of crap. And, you know, I'm sure Blue just had so much crap that Mahogany said that she went back and told and twisted it up to her liking to put more of a target on her back. All right. So feel free to call in. I would love to hear from you guys about this story. We only have 30 minutes for this phone call. So I would love for you guys to call in now. I want to know what are your thoughts about this. The snitch says Mahogany sent the text. Said Mahogany. Yeah, that's what I heard. If you're talking about the text to her mom, everybody says that. We do have a few people that feel like it was the 18 anonymous that did it. Some people feel like it's no way that Mahogany being beat up, being essayed, handcuffed, could call. How could Mahogany called if she was in such a bad condition? How could she even see? I'm thinking that she was blinded. You know, when people punch you in your eyes, I don't think your vision is going to be good. I've never been punched, but I can't imagine your vision is going to be good. I'm sure she's going to be a lot of nervousness. So some people want to know, was it really her? I think that's up to debate. We don't know. Calling from 903, you're live on the air. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I find it to be extremely disturbing. It's sad. This is a deplorable situation, and I think that everybody involved should be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right.
Because, I mean, it's absolutely atrocious that, you know, not only do you abuse this young lady violently and viciously, you also attack her personally, and there's no words, there's no way to put or to even excuse such Neanderthal behavior. And the thing that killed me in all this that I've been hearing about it is these people are related. They're cousins. So that means sisters were,
Three of
you
them.
know, and yeah, and aunties and whatnot. So I'm just like, wow, you know, I guess, you know, Cain killed Abel, you know. So it's just really sad. It's sad. And that's just pretty much what I want to say. And I hope everybody get their just due, because everyone will in time anyway. You know, you can only get so far wrong. So it's sad. It's disgusting. It turns the stomach. It's gut-wrenching for this little girl to grow up not knowing her mother, not having her mother in her life. I'm really sad for everybody involved, because can you imagine looking over at your sister knowing that your niece, there's three different family members, families involved, really. So it's like, unless it's two cousins from one set of family and a cousin from another, you got all this blood running around, and now they got this major hostility towards each other, and this anguish and anger towards each other. It's diabolical on a whole nother level.
Yes. Is this your first time seeing Blue?
Yeah. You're talking about the big girl in the jacket and everything with look like a white T-shirt underneath it?
I don't know if the shirt, but she's dark skinned with a fade.
Yeah, a mini flow, teeny wee afro, big girl.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, look it. As I said, everybody who got involved needs to be rounded up and prosecuted to the fullest. If you seen it, you was hanging out, you was there, guilty by association. Slam the gavel, be done, put they behinds under the jails. Under the jail, period. These people don't even really waste of air, waste of space,
Do you think Blue is going to get away with this?
I don't think she should. Unfortunately, we don't know how the law works. Law is she's supposed to be blind, but we can see her in the streets. You feel me? Right. So I just don't know. Legalities are way different from, your everyday, now this is wrong, you were involved in everything else. They have guidelines and dots and black and white writing. I'm not good with that kind of thing. But what I do know is the fact that you were around that setting at the jump of anything getting down from the first blow thrown. You are kept culpable, unless you try to get up out of there and ask for some help for the individual or something, you're just as culpable as the ending, the whole done of the thing.
Do you believe that Blue set her up?
I think it's possible. I mean, her lips her name is on too many people's lips. And that classic saying, where there's smoke, there's definitely fire. So, people are real good at throwing rocks and hiding their hands, save for the dirt left on the dirt residue on their palms. So, like I said, whatever's due to come to these people behind this mess and foolishness, they deserve it all. They deserve it all. Like I said, I think I'm kind of feeling eye for Irish about this. Fair exchange, to me, ain't no robbery. And I think they should have the same thing done with them, put them in the middle of the prison, and let all them Neanderthal prisoners in there, we'll have a good time with them. I think it's only fair.
Well, unfortunately, I think that Blue will have a great time in prison. But a thought did come across my mind. My thought was, and mind you, you all, this is just my thoughts, okay? This is an idea in my head. This is not something that I know to be true. My thought was Blue got Mahogany in the car, took her to the party, the fake party, told Mahogany, I have to do a play, possibly a weed play. I am going to stereotype. Blue looks like the one that sells gas and Zotic and all that. She looks like one of those types. So she has to do a play. If you guys know what a play is, that means that you have to do a transaction. So they don't no longer tell you they're doing a transaction. They call it, I have to run a play. Okay, it's a code to doing a transaction that's illegal or running plays. So she says in my head that I gotta do play. Can you just run with me? So she goes and she see familiar places at this place that she doing her exchanges, and they already setting this up. She's drinking. One of the girls probably talking to Mahogany, telling her, come in the bathroom, let's talk, I gotta tell you some stuff. You know how certain girls do, they just talking shit in the bathroom while they smoking that exotic or that Zaza, or they smoking that gas and just drinking. They're making sure they're not that drink, but she's getting them back. Maybe she has a thing for alcohol. And I think that Blue left her there knowing what was going to happen. I think Blue intentionally left her there. I don't think Blue warned Mahogany and say, okay, it's time to go. I think you should leave now. I don't think that was the case. Because Blue, if you told her, I think you should leave now, who brought her? Blue, Mahogany is not driving. So what do you mean I think you should go? Who did Mahogany really go with? I have a thought that Blue could have brung her over there. I'm not sure. It's just a thought for right now.
Well, I tell you what, I do believe what you said right there. When you said they plied her, I believe they plied the ish out of her. Because think about it. What crooked, dirty person who's out to do you extreme and bodily harm and great injury, you think they want any chance of you being able to stop what they're about to do to you? Do you think Dahmer wanted his victims to be able to fight? Yeah, they plied the mess out of that young lady. That's why she said it. She said, I may be drunk, and that's what it was. They knew what they was doing. They plied the mess out of her. They probably had her smoked out, drugged out, choked out, and everything else before they started getting at her.
You're absolutely right. And I love that you brought up Dahmer because you know what I think about when I think of Dahmer? I think
Mhm.
how he was so nice to all of his victims. He was so
Mhm. That's right.
nice. He was so
Yeah.
nice. He was so inviting. And I think
And
that
see, they
the
have
group
to.
made her
Mhm.
feel that same way. I think there in the beginning, they
Mhm.
were very nice at the party. They were inviting, they were engaging. And I think from Mahogany, a 20-year-old that's on the outs with her family needs that connection, needs to want to be loved, needs to want to be
Yeah.
validated. That is the only reason why she got in the gang
To
in the
belong.
first place. People go to gangs because they want family, they want to be a part of
Yes,
something,
ma'am.
they want
Yes, ma'am. They
love.
want to feel protected.
Yes, they want love.
They
They
want
want to
the
feel
power
like they
from
have
being the underdog.
a unity with them. And I feel like they
Mhm.
gave her that until Blue left. When Blue left, they knew the green light was on because they know that her and Blue were had a thing going on and they didn't want Blue to stop it, possibly. Not sure. And Blue did not want to be
True.
involved anyway.
But I mean, if Blue took her over there, Blue was just as culpable. I mean, she look. I think she had to know something.
Yeah.
You know, hey, get the package there and drop it off.
You know what else
That's
it
what she
remind me
did. They
of?
treated that girl like she was a package.
You know what
And
else?
they plied her because the girl probably would have fought. She probably would have fought like the devil had his hands on her. That girl would have thrown down, but they got her. They knew that. They had to get her plastered. Her people know her. There was her people with her.
And you know what else it remind me of? That part where you say that it was a setup. Do you remember the Players Club, the movie?
Yes,
And the
Lord.
part where Ebony was in the room with Junior? And do you
I
remember
do.
Ebony? She didn't go to the party by herself, now did she? She was invited, right?
No, she went with old girl,
Right,
big blonde chick. They said you gotta use what she did.
but you see what old girl did. Old girl left her with
So
the
did.
wolves. She left her with the wolves,
She did that.
knowing the possibilities. And then when she found out, she tried to cover it up.
Mhm. Got her cousin up out of her, ran up and everything else. Like I said, it's really trifling situation. It's trifling. It's gut wrenching. I mean, it seriously, literally, if you have half a heart, it turns your stomach. You know, to be violated. You know, it's bad enough to be violated once. You know what I'm saying? If you've been traumatized in that way, and then to have multiple people nonstop, back to back. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. And unwanted. Oh, that's soul crushing. They knew what they were doing.
Got it. Now, someone in the chat says, were there a 3 or 4 relationship way? No, it was not a poly. You're thinking of a poly relationship. It was
Mm-mm.
just a situation where one girl, Mahogany, was dating or intimate with one of the girls' baby daddies. One of the girls that's a gang member in that gang group, Mahogany was messing around with one of their baby daddies, okay? Which was Ariana. And another thing was Mahogany was also messing around with Blue, which was a gang member that was kicked out of that same gang that wanted to get back. All right. Mahogany was allegedly the replacement for Blue. So Mahogany was dating Blue, which was kicked out of that gang. Okay. And also,
Mhm.
you have another gang member, which is Tasia, and that is Tasia's ex-boyfriend is Blue. So Tasia
See, but this
and Ariana, hold on, Tasia and Ariana are cousins. So you have 2 girl cousins, and both of the girl cousins, they have 2 ex-boyfriends. And you have one girl that have been with both of their ex-boyfriends. So could you imagine that? Could you imagine, let's just say you have another girl cousin right, in your family, and I'm around y'all, and I've been with both of y'all boyfriends. I'm currently dating your ex-boyfriend, and I've been with your cousin's ex-baby daddy, okay? And your cousin didn't even know that I was dealing with her baby daddy to recent. And I've been in her face, in your face. Because we cool, but we've been
Mhm.
falling out. We stay fighting. We're not fighting over your ex-boyfriend. We fighting over some shit about your cousin's baby daddy. Because I've been telling people that I've been fucking around with your baby daddy. So Ariana, she wanted up with me because she felt disrespected that I've been telling people I've been sleeping with her dead baby daddy. So it's like,
And see what it is
why
is
you got my baby daddy name in your mouth? Why are you going around telling people you sleeping with him? So she felt violated by that.
and see what it is omission. Oh, girl didn't say nothing to her. It's omission. She knew she couldn't say nothing to her, but what's tacky is, unfortunately, in those groups, in those types of situations, because I can almost see how the family dynamic is, because look at the whole situation. They drink, they get drunk, they rob, they banging. That's their thing. And people in these groups, they have the tendency to sleep on each other. Everybody is in everybody between everybody's legs, whether it's female to female, male. Well, I don't talk about the males, but everybody in those social groups are tapping each other's bodies. And that's what that was. Everybody out there just getting their little, as Luciana said, getting their coochie scratched.
Yeah.
And everybody, you don't always need to, just because you can don't mean you need to do it.
Yeah. So Veronica, Mahogany was dating one baby daddy. Okay, Veronica, when Mahogany was dating or sleeping around with Ariana baby daddy, allegedly Ariana and her baby daddy was not together at that time. But she was hanging around with Ariana, and Ariana did not know this information, and Ariana did just not like the fact that Mahogany was even saying her baby daddy name in the context of them sleeping together with Blue and everybody else, and who knows who else she was pillow talking at. She felt violated. This is my baby's father that you're talking about, and he's dead. Why are you going around telling people you're sleeping with my dead baby's father? Why do you need to tell people that, Mahogany? That is how Ariana felt. She felt she did not. It did
Exactly.
not justify none of the shit that she did, but she just didn't
Mm-hmm.
like it. Okay, and Tasia X. I'm just gonna call him X. Tasia X is Blue. Blue was the top dog in the group, in the gang, but she kept botching a lot of the missions when it comes to setting people up. So they counseled her and put her on the side, and they replaced her with this girl named Mahogany. Mahogany then starts to date Blue, the girl that's on the out, Tasia's
Mm-hmm.
ex girlfriend, boyfriend. So it's getting messy. It's messy, messy.
It is.
Blue
And that's what that
decides
is.
to double
Everybody tapping
cross.
everybody.
Blue decides to double cross because Blue still feel hurt that the gang, they all kicked her out. That has to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
This is supposed to be your
And
family.
if you
That
look
has to
at
hurt.
it,
She wanted to get them back. And you definitely know
yeah.
she want to get back with a replacement. Oftentimes when you replace something with somebody, they become jealous of that person. They become envious
Bitter.
where they want to destroy them.
Mm-hmm. And essentially, Blue, by her being the top dog, she gotta know all the comings and goings on. Come on, you can't be a top dog and not know who's doing what and what's being done. And Blue seemed to be having her pick up the litter. So Blue doesn't. Yeah, Blue got a lot of going on in the as they eloquently call themselves the My Lords.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
It's disgusting. It's enough to make you want to throw up. I mean, I've been listening to the story. I've been following this story. I feel sorry for everybody involved. The baby, you know, it's sad. It's sad. A life is gone in the most violent way.
Right.
I mean,
So Hood Hack says Deja was recently jumped by Mahogany. Yes, the reason why Tasia jumped Mahogany was because of Ariana. When they found out that the baby daddy situation wasn't that over the baby daddy rumors. Caller 903. Tell me why Tasia jumped Mahogany, or was Tasia was jumped by Mahogany. That wasn't that in
okay.
retaliation when Tasia and her
Exa-
cousins jumped Mahogany for the baby
See,
daddy rumors,
what it
and then
is,
Mahogany
it's
jumped
like this.
Tasia's back. Go ahead.
Let me do it like this between me and you, Messy, okay? Let's just say me and you homegirls, right? And we run in a thuggish, ruggish group, right? That's what we do.
Right.
We hood girls. We talk behind each other's back. I done schooled your baby daddy. You ain't got no idea. I done boned him thoroughly. He done boned me thoroughly. You have no clue. I'm messing with her over there, and every now and then her over there, and she done mess with her over there. Everybody backbiting. And this is me and you. We in this crew, right?
Right.
So something go down, and you hit me up in a Dak Bird store, and you beat the hell out of me. You, and I'm just going to pull some names. Don't nobody take it personal. I'm just going to say some names. Don't take it personal. You, Tasha K, and Voodoo Doll beat the hell out of me, right? Okay. Once that happens, I turn around, and I get the T-Girl and Yasmin or anybody else, and we come back and we beat the brakes off you, right, Messy?
Right.
Now, all this is going on in our world, and I done slept with your baby daddy. You don't know it and everything else. So now you mad. You like, it's time to get this chick back. We round up this posse, which is what they was, a whole life posse, and y'all get me to the house via Blue. Okay? I get to the crib. Everything's lovely. We puffing, we sipping, we hitting the 40s. You feel me? We got the Mad Dog 2020. We doing us, right, Messy?
Right.
But you know that I beat your butt in that doggone store, and you still ain't got your lick back. And you've been hearing through the grapevine. Wait a minute, I heard you've been scoring my baby daddy. You ain't tell me about that. How you gonna just roll like that? Because we already no honor amongst thieves, period. So y'all get to, let me get drunk. I take my messy stuff off in the room because, in my mind, I'm amongst, people I got dirt on. They got dirt on me and family. So I go to the room and pass out. So I say, hey, chick, wake up. Yeah, it's time for you to catch us. And I'm like, Messy, man, come on, man. And let's go on with that. You're like, no, you better get this. And then we got the rest of the mess.
Well, honestly, I still never let that shit go in the beginning, because Hood says, it was supposedly deuced out. They supposedly deuced it out when they had the first few fights and the first few jumps because they've been jumping each other. But clearly, people are still not over. They were still holding on to a grudge, and Blue incited it even more. She keep on twisting it, and Blue keep adding shit. Like she'll tell one thing, but okay, that ain't enough. Let me add some more. Let me twist it some more. Let me twist it some more.
See, what we gotta look at is also generational, because this is among family who's are associated with gangs, and they're doing this amongst each other. Okay, this is something that I have a cousin we throw down, good Lord Almighty, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about this young lady who unfortunately lost her life in this way. So I want to keep it here. The thing is when you're in that kind of lifestyle, I don't know if the parents like to stay up all night, drink, cuss. I came up in that environment. I turned out okay, but not everybody can. They have a tendency to go down the dirty brick road. I'm going to say the dirty brick road because it ain't yellow. So you're going down the dirty brick road, and you're just Everything is violent. Everything is fighting all the time. And when you're in that type of frame mind, when you're in that environment and you don't have the room to grow, to mature, to develop, you're stuck in a rut. It's a pulling down the crab in the bucket barrel type situation, however you want to put it. When it comes down to it, it gets to a point where all this fighting and all this big and all that, nobody's ever satisfied in these situations. Nobody's ever happy. It don't take much to say, for a person to say something and some hotness can jump off. You feel me? So in these situations, it's a lot more going on that, needs to be looked at. And it's much further than just these people. It's the environment these people came into that assessed themselves to build a group, a clique, where they could take care of each other, look out for each other, which they really wasn't technically. They was backstabbing, biting. I mean, like you said, Sodom and Gomorrah, they had everything going on amongst themselves. Everybody was doing everybody. Everybody was backbiting everybody. Everybody was telling everybody's business. Everybody was setting everybody up. So when it all comes down to it, the head popped. And guess who was at the head? Miss Mahogany. It's pretty black and white. It's plain and simple. These people are sick. They did what they did out of ruthlessness. Our planet, our world is in serious trouble. I'm not going to just call it a war on women. There's war on children. We got, like I said, I'm about to go down a rabbit hole, but like I said, I want to keep it on Miss Mahogany because that's where we are. But this is just what it is, and it's sad. But these people been beefing, like the McCoys and stuff back in the day. These people been beefing since birth. It got to a point where it just turned into shit. Okay? That's the long and skinny of it. This whole situation boiled and accumulated to a bunch of bullish. And it ended badly. It ended very badly. And it hurt me, and I'm sure it hurt you, and it's hurting others around the world. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about it. Because like I said, you got to have a heart. This is sad. This is disturbing. It's scary.
Wow. I tell you.
See, these are the people that the teachers talk about in their classrooms that they can't get the kids to sit still or go along with the class and get their education because they're too busy in their mouth and off and that. These are these people. These people are having kids. And they call themselves gang members. Last people who need to be having kids on this planet is gang members. But, you ain't got to have a license to have a baby. Ain't no regulations on reproducing, unfortunately. Christian Rock is a great example of that, but that's neither here nor there either. But it's all,
So
it's travel. It's a flowing.
Veronica says, Hood said, this wasn't the first time they fought. Why did she go back around them? I think that she went back around them because I'm just going to take a stab society. Why does the common girl keeps going back to her abuser? Why do people keep staying with their husbands that beat them? I think it's that same mind
90 seconds.
Like it's not that bad. They still are running off of their emotions and not off of logic. After they get their butt beat, they still want to have a friendship. They still want to have these connections, but it's not a smart move. And this girl, she does not make smart moves, and she set men up. And it's so easy to get caught up in that to make
60
money.
seconds.
I don't know how much money she was getting in, but they do it a lot. A lot of girls get offered. Hell, I've gotten offered to set people up before, but I'm just not into that. So she got involved, getting some easy money, setting guys up, luring them to get with her. She's a very beautiful girl, and they will rob them or do whatever. So
It's something like this, Miss Messy, and I agree with everything you say. It's kind of that live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing. You feel me? Unfortunately, in this case, you live by the pow-pow, you go by the pow-pow. When she was setting up people amongst all the trauma, and like I said, everybody keeps saying,
10
why
seconds.
Did you go over there? At the same time, what we need to remember is those was her people there. I had 11 siblings I came up with. We would fight and then talk later on in the evening. Just because you fight somebody you was raised with don't mean you just shut them down. Some people don't do that. So aside from all the other oddballs, I can't answer for her running with them. I wouldn't have run with them, but at the same time, 3 of those people in that house was related to her. We have to remember that. 3 of those people that was in the presence of all this demonic darkness was related to her. If my 3 cousins said, Pat, come on, let's go hang out, I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm not going to think too much of it. Yeah, we done scrabble, but I don't think my cousin's going to kill me. I don't think they're going to let somebody else kill me for that matter. But, as I said earlier, Cain did indeed kill Abel. So, it's a sad situation.
Yeah, I don't think that she was going to die that night. I don't think that she had planned or she felt that it was any danger until after they got her drunk, and then I think that's when they switched on her. Just like the guy that you named, I forgot what you said. You remember the guy that you named with the glasses? I saw the movie.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Mr.
Yeah,
Dahmer,
Jeffrey.
incapacitating people.
Yeah, because he was so nice in the beginning. He was so inviting.
You give flies with honey. Do you think a child predator walks up looking like a demon in a mask? And no, they walk up with a puppy. They walk up with candy. The child is going to go. If a young lady is promised a good time, girl, we're going to have drink. We're going to chill. We coming around in the world. Let's do this grown folk stuff. Sure. Everything's gravy until after I laid my butt down and they woke me up. And then it turned into oh, shit.
Yeah, that's so scary to be set up that way.
I couldn't imagine.
I can't either.
That's why I can't take my attention off the story because it's hurtful. It's hurtful, and I thank God, because I'm a grown person. I got 5 sons, and with that being said, I don't have any daughters, but that's so scary to think. Not that my sons are any much more sacred due to the fact that I know who I am as a black woman in America, and I know who my sons are. Yes, I worry about them, but I also taught and trained them how to handle themselves and deal with themselves in the world. I readied my children to use their smarts, their wisdoms, their senses, to always believe in themselves. And these are a bunch of people who are lost. They're troubled. They're probably been traumatized as children themselves. And they grow up, they fight amongst themselves, they drink, they smoke, they rob, they do the damn thing and think everything's golden until unfortunately it's not. And here we are.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. That's sad. Well, I want you to stay on, okay? I want you to be my co-host. Stay on. We do have a few more callers. Calling from 662. You're live on the air. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, I'm a Johnny come lately on this situation. I think I've been following like 3 days, and unfortunately, but I think what we're missing is we're talking 8, maybe even 10 or more, I don't know, African Americans who have just ruined their lives. These individuals that we're talking about, African Americans, they're supposed to be our leaders for tomorrow. Yes. Now, I understand some of the conversations is dealing with gang banging and all of this, but it is an urban alternative. But what I'm trying to say, I think what happened to the young lady was very unfortunate, and I do believe that all justice should be justified
timely, and swift. But unfortunately for us, these days, this is going to linger for some years before justice comes down. Mahogany will be laid to rest sooner than later. The family still has to deal with this, okay? And this is the most heinous thing I've seen in my, oh God, I can only think of Emmett Till in 1955. And the young lady Blue, I don't think she will be left unscathed because she kept the nest where the egg was hatched. She was the mastermind.
Yeah.
So when they segregate all of those people in Jefferson County, they're going to start talking. They're going to start wondering what's going to happen to me, what's going to be looking for the best deal. And I'm thinking they will all implicate her.
Yeah.
She did. She set this up. And you think the DA is not going to take advantage of this? I don't think so. I don't want to keep you guys, but I'm sorry for the situation.
We want you to speak. We need you to voice your opinion. You can talk to us as long as you will like. I mean, we need our people to speak common sense in our community because that's what we're lacking.
Well, and I would agree with what you just said, sir, because for the simple fact, you stated that these are 8 black people, okay? 8 black people, and that's, like I said, and that's what makes a big part of this for me, makes me sick to my stomach. It's disturbing as a black woman. So when you mention that, you know, they're our future, you're absolutely right, which is why I say it's not just them, it's stuff that they came from, which brought them here. And it's sad because I've seen this firsthand. I've literally been able to reach out and touch these very things. So when I made my children, I made it my business to make sure they were educated, to make sure they were loved, to make sure they were fed, to make sure they weren't abused. I made sure that they had all the culturing they needed. They know about their African heritage. They know about African American history that they don't teach in schools to the fullest. So absolutely, as black people, we need to get a tighter rein on our people, our group. But it takes the adults to open up and say, hey, we got to stop being so quick to say, oh, this person don't need to be held accountable because of who they are or what their status is. Everybody needs to be held accountable equally as brown people. We are the brown people. We're not black. Black is a totally different color from brown. We're not, I'm just going to say it. But either way, what I am saying is
what's disturbing,
it's very
what's disturbing is everybody demonic. This is heinous.
Mm-hmm.
This was heinous. Mm-hmm. But the most heinous thing about it is we're not breaking the mold. We are losing the fight. We're losing the fight. And I hate to say it like that, but we are. We're losing the fight because if this is what life is all about, turning your back and doing this to your own kind, my God, what have we become?
I'd have to disagree that we're losing the fight because I have 5 sons, as I stated before. 5 black sons. I have one that went to college on a TCU full-ride football scholarship 4 years. I have all the rest of them that have crossed stages. They've never been to jail, and they don't have any children. And all of them are 17 to 31. We have to make the difference. I am not going to stand here and believe that we as a people are lost, misguided, messed up, self-centered, selfish. Yeah, absolutely. We are big-headed people, but at the same time, I refuse to believe that we as a people are lost, that we are people as women are depicted in the diagrams they want to set up on TV of these young girls who ain't got says that God gave a duck, which ain't much more than a hung down head and a shitty butt, because I'm not going down that road saying that I'm a Sukiana or a Christian or anything else. I had my first baby when I was 17, and I'd be danged if I didn't make sure my baby wasn't known about if something was wrong with him. And I was 17. My baby's well-rounded. He about to be 27. Almost watched him die multiple times because he's a chronic asthmatic. He has severe lung disease. He also had a hernia. I did nothing to cause my baby to have my hernia. But you know what? I got it fixed. I had to catch buses. I had to go through terminals and stuff to get my son to where he had to get to make sure he was healthy. I made that difference as a young black mother. So it is possible. And I came from a bad situation. I came from bad things. But I chose to be the difference in my kids' life. And people are so busy popping their sock pockets and thinking that the BBLs is where it's at, and the attitudes and the weaves and the whatever it is you need, or to get paid to look good, or need men to finance them. We've gotten seriously lost. But we can find our way back if we want to. We have to be willing.
Only if you want to. And like I said, my situation, my mother had an 8th grade education. My dad could not read or write, but he dang sure saw that we could. He saw to it that his kids can. And like I said, it's unfortunate, sisters. It really is, because you just, I don't think you had to kill her. And I don't think you had to degrade her like that. I didn't think it was necessary, but Mahogany, I just don't think they didn't need to do that. It's that is the sickening thing about the whole situation.
That's the whole thing for me. The whole thing for me is the loss of this young lady. This is the whole thing, and it is a black thing. And we have to look at it for what it is. And we have to be able to make a difference. Heck, there was a time when there was Black Panther parties. They wasn't no gang members and no troublemakers. They went out there and reached out to the society, to the kids who didn't have nobody, who didn't have nothing. Do we have that nowadays? Do we have any African-American boys and girls clubs? What are we doing?
Those individuals were nationalistic, prideful individuals. We can get it, but the problem is the Lord has blessed us, and now certain African Americans saying that, well, I got mine, it's their responsibility to get theirs. Our job is, the Bible teaches clearly, you have to show those who don't know. If I'm blessed to have $1 million, my job is to educate you to do the same thing.
Exactly.
I mean, so this is the issue with this is where the division with the black race comes, because you have those who live on the hill and you have those who live on the other side of the track. The ones who live on the other side of the track, they're not a part of us because they're not working hard enough. The only way you can work hard enough is you are given the capability, if you will, to do it. We could be our. It's a beautiful thing if it's done right.
Always have or given the capabilities to do much. That's why, like I said, it's going to take us as a people, not you, not just me, the whole world. Like Michael Jackson, we are the world. We got to do it. It's not just, it's things going on in households that we as individuals cannot control, which in turn turns into this whole debacle with this young lady, with all these cousins and all these people and grown men running and mixing and mingling and doing foolishness, and this girl ended up getting slaughtered like an animal. Yes. And I feel like we as people have to make a change. And if it's not being started in the home, where do they get it at and where can they get it at? Because I didn't have it all at home. I had to find it in me, and I instilled it in my son. That's why, like I said, at 44, I am not a grandmother. Not that I don't like the idea, but I'm not, and I'm grateful because they know better. But I'm sorry, Miss Messy, this is your show. Please, can you let us know what you think on what we've been saying, because I know I could get long-winded.
Well, I want you to
And
get
also, I
long-winded.
thank y'all for what y'all do, man. This is
yeah,
this
we
is a
want
great
you guys
segment.
to talk. Yeah, we want you guys to talk. We want you to be long-winded. Sukiana, she's long-winded with her rants, and everybody else. Why shouldn't you? The people are engaged and they love what you guys are saying. And yeah, it takes everybody. It's
It's just that,
Go ahead.
hmm it's just that, I get what he's saying. People want to gatekeep. They want to keep talents to themselves. They want to keep the ability to self-preservation, to take care of yourself. People are gatekeeping those things. They're not reaching out, and that's what I'm saying. I agree, that's a problem. But we have to be willing to step up and fix it, okay? Unfortunately, my mother passed when I was 15. I make no excuses for myself. I went through things. Daddy was a thug. Daddy was rough. I had 3 different brothers and 3 different gangs in one household. So please, understand. I understand things in a way that the average people don't understand or get. But what I had to do was grow up, develop myself from those situations I was involved in, things I was seeing, things I was introduced to, things that weren't healthy, that were bad. I had to guard and shield my children to the best of my ability, but at the same time, not shield them to the point that they're ignorant of the fact that you're going to go out in the world and deal with other people, and you need to conduct yourself accordingly, regardless. And there's going to be people that's going to push up on you, roll up on you, and you know what? Don't start none, but by all means, finish.
Yes,
and if
ma'am.
everybody out there starting, who is going to say, hey, this is enough when we finish it?
Just a sad situation, and it hurts me to even think about it, because, like I said, if you just look at some of the comments, 20 years old, in the valley of the shadow of death, just imagine what was going through her brain at the time. When you're in, I am safe. I'm safe. I'm with my folks. And then all of a sudden,
no, she wasn't saying that
mass changed.
When they got her to the woods, she had already been beaten thoroughly, honey. By the time they
I'm
got
talking
her
about
to
when
the
she
woods.
first got, when she realized that this was not going to end well.
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't going well before they took her from the residence. That's what I'm telling you. It wasn't going well for her before they took her from the residence. She had already been beaten up, and the assaults had happened in the residence. Maybe not the backside aggression hadn't happened at that point, but there were other things going on with this young lady before they removed her from that home.
I think he was referring to when she was headed over to the location, the first location,
right,
with the music on, feeling good, feeling comfortable. She was dressed comfortably. She was not armored and ready. And we know Mahogany, she's a fighter. She can get armored and ready.
Okay.
Mahogany, she has people in her camp too. But where was her people at? Where was Mahogany's fighters at? They were.
I think she was betrayed. I think she was betrayed miserably.
Exactly.
And when the curtain finally came up and she realized, oh man, I can't look to the hills from whence cometh my help, because I have no help. And you're 20 years old, and you start to think about this, your mind starts running 1,001 miles an hour. And another thing people need to realize, when they talking about sodomy, that just doesn't mean that sodomy ranges from oral sex, anything that they don't think.
That's totally a different thing. No, sir. No, sir. Oral sex is oral sex, and that is something else.
Let's not be graphic, so we can substitute.
I apologize.
Yeah, we're not going to be graphic.
I know. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Messing with someone's head in a vulgar manner and going because Oh gosh, this is so hard. To place yourself. No, not that either. Okay. Digging in the backyard as a dog, okay? If you're going to go and dig in somebody's backyard, you're going to be in trouble. That is a criminal offense to dig in a backyard. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It's not the same as the normal stuff where we have a baby say hello. You know, that's a different thing. And then there's what happens, you know, if somebody just grabs you about the head and things, you know, pop off. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, that digging in the backyard is a definite crime. That is something in the law book. That is a criminal. If you don't do that, heck, they don't even want you doing it if you enjoy it. It's to be told about the laws.
And that was also pretty heinous when the guy was reading the charges. Yes, ma'am.
When it comes to going to the back door and busting somebody cornhole, is not illegal. It is legal. Maybe in the past they did have it illegal, just like they had it illegal for a black man to be with a white woman. A lot of things were illegal that is still on the docket, but it's not enforced. That is not the world that we live in today. Anytime you go in somebody's back door or front door unwanted is a crime, but it's not a crime to enjoy if you get it in the back door. And we're getting off topic when it comes to enjoyment.
No, what I believe is, you notice how they put emphasis on that particular exercise in that in the filing. You understand what I'm saying? That was a count. Do we know if anybody entered any other parts of the backyard? It's a possibility, but they weren't as transfixed on any other sections of the backyard as they was where the dog was digging at. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, did she ever get SA'd? Did she ever get SA'd in her front pocket? I never heard she got SA'd in the front pocket. On the video, it does not show that she got SA'd in the front pocket. It does not show that.
Wow.
It shows it was in the back door. I do believe they're very graphic, and they would have said that. I do believe. I don't understand why wouldn't they say, you know, but who knows? We're still waiting.
Right? You would think just the
assault
would be enough.
The assault. She also, they had her taking hot dogs in her mouth and saying, "Yes, Lord." So that could be an assault. I don't know.
And if you look at the definition. If you look at the definition of sodomy, it says sexual intercourse involving anal or oral copulation.
Let's watch the language. Let's watch the language.
Yeah, we can't say
about that. You have to be more descriptive. When I say cornhole,
but I'm just saying it seems like they put a lot of emphasis on each of the individuals who did that particular crime, it's like. They said nothing about, you know, grabbing somebody about the head and doing what they want to them. They never said to have a count. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put so much emphasis on that in particular, knowing that we did know that happened.
A terrible situation, we're not going to like the outcome, but I pray for closure for the family.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a while, but I do pray that everybody that was affected by her passing finds peace. I really do, because I couldn't imagine finding out my loved one went out like that. That would make me, I would lose some morals. And I ain't got very many to start with anyway. I would lose a few of them.
And again, guys, I thank y'all for y'all time, and I appreciate and thank y'all for what y'all do, and keep marching strong with this. Okay, guys.
Thank you. You take care, sir. Have a good night.
Yes, ma'am.
Veronica, I see you in the chat, but you keep asking the same question. If you continue, I'm going to think you're a troll. So can you please stop it? So caller 903, what's your name again?
Patricia.
Nice to meet you, Patricia. Anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, I mean, not really. All I like to say is that this is sad. It's hurtful. It's disturbing. It's disgusting. And as he said, the gentleman that just left the call, he said we as a people need to make a change. We don't need a overnight remedy where everybody get hyped up and it's a bunch of crap. We don't need we don't need that BLM momentary thing. We need a lifetime change. We need to be able to talk to each other as people and say, homegirl, maybe you shouldn't do this to the baby in public. That's not nice, nor should you do it in private. But, come on. We should be able to talk to each other when we see something wrong or something out of place or not good, or be able to express our feelings without everybody getting a chip on their shoulder and feeling like the first course of action is to hit somebody in the face or to plan their ultimate demise.
Wow.
It's sad. It's sad. So thank you so much for having me. You have a great night.
Thank you so much, Patricia. Please call back. We really enjoyed you. I just want to say congratulations to you and your family. We are all proud of you, and keep being blessed.
Amen. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So that is all the callers I have tonight. I'm saddened that we didn't have Dicey, Jay, or CC come to join us. Usually I will hear from Dicey or Jay. However, we had great callers. The two last callers were phenomenal, and other callers as well. Big shout out to Tom Sonata. Tom Sonata, you definitely made my night tonight. And sending prayers to you. So we will be on this case later on this week in more cases. I would like to add more cases to this platform because we have to cover a lot more cases, not just this, but other cases and other stories as well. Tomorrow, I have to get up in the morning. I have a dentist appointment. I don't know how long I will be out because I won't be able to talk. But I was looking forward to Dicey coming on, or Jay, and maybe they can help me tomorrow because I was looking for a co-host to help me cope to tomorrow, because tomorrow I would not have my voice at 100%. I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I'm not going to know if I'm going to be able to talk really. So we will just have to see and plan things out. So if I miss a few days, just know that I can't talk. Okay. But I will come here struggling in awe and just hoping that I have co-hosts that can join me and to talk it out. All right. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at this YouTube channel, The Messy Sweet Spot. And I will see you guys sooner than later. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. Thank you, everybody, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get all notifications. Right now, I'm just going to take a brief time to look at the comments. It says, I have only seen a few clips of the video, but it's awful. Yes, Jennifer, I have heard tales of the video. I have heard her scream all through the videos as she was getting essayed, which is horrible. Oh, thank you, Karma. Coded Cutie. I love you more. Yes, I do. I love you more. Everyone be safe. Yes, everyone be safe. Yeah. So I was just looking at the comments, seeing any last comments out there. All right. Well, hey, Ring Rainbow. God is good. Yes. And Hood Hacks, I just want to say thank you so much for your comments. Hood Hacks, can you please keep your comments coming? Your questions and your comments were so thought-provoking. I really enjoyed your comments, and I enjoyed your perspective. So big facts, same to you. I'm seeing your comments and They were great comments. They were kind of controversial, which is great, and it made people think. And that's what it's all about: is being provoking thought, provoking us to use our brain and to be critical thinkers. All right. All right. Well, love you guys. God bless, and I will see you guys later. DJ, where are you? Where is the DJ?